Hello and welcome to Cricbuzz Comm Box. I'm Saiyami Kher and I have Mr. Bhogle with me.
How are you, Ms. Kher?
Very well. How are you doing with five of the Bangladeshi batsmen already in the pavilion? That Bangladesh is not doing too well. We are doing well, but at the 15-over point, Bangladesh are 58 for 5. Just when we sat on these chairs, we did what the Comm Box does, is take a wicket and Little Das went. But Harsha, things not looking good at all.
No, it's very disappointing. Very, very disappointing for Bangladesh. If they had any chance, any hope of chasing this target, they had to get to 100 for no loss. And then they lost those 2 wickets very early. But in all fairness, I thought Marco Jansen bowled a really good first spell. Very impressed with Lizard Williams. He was getting the ball to swing beautifully. And Rabada is just continuing with his form. He's bowling fantastic. So they're up against a very high quality seam attack on a Wankhede Stadium pitch that traditionally helps pace and bounce. So I'm afraid they're looking a little out of depth, out of character. They're looking like they're in a place they don't want to be. And if you're a Bangladesh fan, this is a very, very disappointing game of cricket so far.
Well, if you're a South African fan and you look at that bowling card, all you can do is smile from year to year because everyone's gotten a wicket. The last over, Rabada got his first, but Jansen's got 2 and then Williams got 1. So everyone's got...
Kudze's got 1 as well. Everyone's got a wicket.
But the smile on Williams' face, you know, it's always so special because this is his second match that he's playing.
Yes.
Looked impressive?
Looked very impressive to me. I found he was slipping over 140 kilometers an hour. He wasn't making a big effort to bowl 140. I think he might actually be a good test match bowler because he's swinging the ball so beautifully. This is a seriously good bowling attack from South Africa. And remember that Keshav Maharaj hasn't bowled. He's a proper spinner. He's not just someone who'll come in and try and ping it into the pads. So I'm looking at this team. They've played quite the perfect match so far. Did they really lose to Netherlands or did someone just make it up? Because this is a team playing as well as it can with everybody pulling its weight, pulling their weight. We talk about India, but this is a team where everybody is pulling their weight in the side.
Well, it was only DK and Cricbuzz who was completely and totally gung-ho about South Africa and his top 4. But I'm glad they've proven everyone wrong. But Harsha, just talking a little bit about Bangladesh again, what do they do from here? You know, because the opening again partnership hasn't worked. We spoke about in the pre-match show where the last match they did all right, but again they've struggled today. So where do they go from
here? They've got to get Mahmudullah in form. They've got to get Mehdi Hasan Miraj in form because the moment you go past them, you're talking about Nasoom and then you're talking about the bowlers. So they've got to stitch together a partnership between these two and say, okay, this game is now beyond reach, but let's get Mahmudullah in form. Let's get the batters to come in form and let's see how we're looking going ahead. But at the moment, they're looking an inadequate team.
Well, Mahmudullah has been unbeaten the last 2 innings. I think that's the only positive probably for Bangladesh is where if he can remain unbeaten today.
And they didn't want to pick him in the squad originally, if you remember. He's only come in very late into this squad. He's someone who scored a couple of World Cup hundreds in the past. So I didn't quite get that selection. But from here, they've just got to fight out and say, look, let's see what we can do. Let's cut our losses. Let's see what we can do from here.
Well, the prediction game with the power play didn't work at all. But I'll give you another chance. And do you see us coming back here in the 35th over? That's the prediction game. There was a very, very sharp no. And Mr. Harsha Bhogle is completely convinced that South Africa is going to finish this up before the 35th over. We'll find out and we'll catch you very soon. Thank you for watching.